From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
American Door Company has been family-owned and operated for over 29 years, supplying Northern California with quality garage doors, garage door openers, and installed with the best service you'd expect from a locally owned company. We serve all of Northern California from Willows all the way up to the Oregon state line. Give us a call today.
Well, happy Monday afternoon to you. We're taking a look at a shot from Redding here. You can see just a couple of passing clouds that we've seen here throughout the morning hours. Things are clearing out. I do expect, as we're looking out to the east here, to see some towering cumulus clouds eventually develop. And this is where I think most of the thunderstorms are going to be today. You know, earlier this morning, it was looking like maybe even Trinity County and parts of Siskiyou County could see some activity. But now it's beginning to look more like mainly just the eastern mountains, which will, of course, include Modoc County as well. So more mountain showers today. Big temperature drop this week. In fact, we'll be looking at a chance for some more mountain showers as we go into Thursday. But we're going to talk about that in more detail on exactly where that will be. And right now, it doesn't look to be very widespread. The smoke continues to be an issue, more in the way of some of that hazy, smoky skies here for Siskiyou and Modoc County here this morning. It looks like it will dissipate here through the afternoon. The bulk of the smoke will be off to the west. Now, we're going to see more smoke making its way into Trinity County. So do know that if you're heading westward into Trinity County tomorrow morning, it will be smoky, and there probably won't be much relief through the morning hours on Tuesday. Let's take a look at your hour-by-hour forecast for the rest of the day today. And there you can see those temperatures will be in the mid to upper 80s for your daytime highs in the valley. Now, some of us I do think could touch 90 degrees today, but we are on the downward trend with those temperatures. Now, what you'll see here is we do have a chance for showers and thunderstorms here, especially in Siskiyou, but mainly in the eastern mountains. Quite honestly, there's a very good chance even Mount Shasta, Etna, will be looking at dry conditions here throughout the day today. And then, of course, as we go through the rest of the week. Now, you can see this band of clouds right here. This isn't necessarily where the rain is. It's kind of swirling around this area of low pressure right here. And I think the bulk of it will be coming into this general area right here around that rotation around that low. But I don't anticipate any of it to really make its way most likely into Siskiyou County. All right, so let's take a look at Futurecast and show you what I'm talking about. Here's today at 2 o'clock. You see where most of the activity is. It's in eastern portions of Plumas, Lassen County. We take in about 4 o'clock. They're beginning to pick up a little bit more in intensity, especially in Lassen County. And then we go into about 6 p.m. You can see it's having a hard time even making its way into Modoc County. But I do think places like El Turris and Cedarville quite possibly could see some activity. But you head off into Siskiyou County, you can see it's looking fairly dry out there. So I don't anticipate much in the way of activity, if any, for Siskiyou County today. Then we go into tonight, and that's all pretty much gone. Let's take you into Tuesday. Most of the activity is down towards south. Look at this, maybe a slight pop-up around the Susanville area, but overall, it's going to be a much drier day on Tuesday, and not to mention for your Wednesday. Now, I want to show you the overall setup, and this is something I've been talking about for a while. This right here is the area of low pressure that's responsible for the thunderstorms that we saw Saturday and Sunday, and not to mention today. That will then shift itself down to the south and to the east here, and we're going to watch some cooler air pull down from Canada. Now, we've known for quite some time that some cooler air from Canada was going to pull down over us, but we didn't quite know exactly where that location is going to be. We have really good agreement between the European and the American forecast model that the area of low pressure will be situated right about here. Now, the positioning of that is going to keep most of the rain in Nevada, southern Oregon, and then in northeastern California. So I think Modoc County, parts of Lassen and Plumas counties will see activity, but I think Siskiyou County will remain dry on Thursday, and not to mention off to the west of that as well. So the areas in green is where you have the best chance for those thunderstorms. But bottom line, significantly cooler air making its way for all of Northern California, giving us that big drop in those temperatures I was talking about. That moves out by the end of the week. Now we're going to be watching what we call a broad trough of low pressure begin to develop over the Gulf of Alaska. This has got some significantly colder air associated with it, and the main track of this low will kind of be off to our north, where the bulk of the rain and not to mention colder air will be. But that being said, we're looking at next Monday. So it's going to take a while before this actually gets here. But once it does move closer to us, our chances for rain will begin to increase, especially for the coast. And you'll see that here as we go into Thursday, 10 o'clock. You see how most of that rain is off to the north and off to the east here. But now it's even having a hard time bringing some of that rain on Thursday. But I still think Thursday we could be looking at the potential for some showers, maybe some thunderstorms here for Modoc County and into Lassen County as well. Then we take a look at the extended outlook here, and you can see as we get into the weekend, some of these systems are getting close to us, but not quite. So yes, some of the coastal areas may see a slight chance for some showers over the weekend, but I think most of it's going to stay off to our west. Bottom line, that broad trough has to move a little bit closer before we really start seeing better chances for that rain. But remember, I was talking about the temperatures really dropping. We're going to be right around 90 for the Redding area today and tomorrow. A slight dip on Wednesday, but look at that big drop going into Thursday through the rest of the week. Now, we'll probably get back out and kind of level out in the low to mid 90s for your daytime highs. Not quite as cool as I initially thought, but still looking at temperatures well below normal for this time of the year. And I don't think anyone will be complaining about that. Here's what it looks like here for today. There you can see temperatures most likely staying in the 80s for most of us in the valley. And again, maybe Redding, Red Bluff could top out around 90 today. Otherwise, the best chances for thunderstorms will be right around here. I do have that chance in Siskiyou County, but quite honestly, I think you'll most likely be dry here throughout the afternoon. Here's your 7-day outlook, and there you can see that chance. Now again, I've got that slight chance for Mount Shasta, better chances for Alturas and Susanville today. A slight chance for a stray sprinkle or a light shower for parts of Lassen County, otherwise fairly dry for your Tuesday. Dry for Wednesday. We could be looking at another chance for showers and thunderstorms Thursday and Friday for Alturas and Susanville, but even that is looking like a pretty slim chance. Should be dry for the rest of the week for Friday and this upcoming weekend. Let's take a look at your 7-day outlook for the valley. Of course, we're looking at dry conditions. Temperatures are going to be dropping over the next several days as well. It should drop down to the low 80s by Thursday, Friday, and looks like we're back into the mid 80s by the weekend, and that probably may even linger into next week.